Hello friends, I have a Range Rover Velar which was first officially revealed in a series of teaser photos of 22nd Feb 2017 and unveiled at an event at the London Design Museum on 1st March 2017. The official launch was at the Geneva Motor Show on 7th March 2017 with it being made available for order shortly afterwards. I must say this rendition of Range Rover Velar by LCD, a relatively new player in the market, I guess. They have produced only 3 models to date, and the real thing shrunken to 1:18 period. Just look at this. The details, the fit and finish, the shut lines, the curves and the trims. The build quality, the total build quality, everything is so fabulous that despite being a 1:24 collector, I could not pass this up when it came for just under $100 on AliExpress, which now it is much more expensive in anywhere on the internet if you look at it. We have this fabulously looking honeycomb grille. Check this out here. Mine came without the Land Rover badge. It is supposedly a separate piece of a laminated piece of plastic, just like this over here. Sorry. But it fell off during the transit. Can I just take this from here and plant it on the front? But that may prove a little risky. I don't want to, I would rather leave with it. Sorry. Sorry. The lamp cluster, the LED headlamp cluster, I don't have words to describe it. Is just so perfect. If you can see the details here, it is so perfect, and it raises up to the side and tapers up a little away from the side fender trims, as you can see. And LED has got the minimalism of Velar. Profile pretty amazingly here. It fabulously captures the real thing. Snazzy counters, our dynamic side vent fender here, trim in copper, beautifully captured by LCD. Huge thumbs up for that. And we have this wonderful wheels which are fairly large, and as those in the real car, and all the details here, the spokes, the brakes, the calipers. The tire branding is desirable though, and the side mirrors are foldable. You can fold the side mirror, and you can of course even open the fuel tank. Can you imagine? And the door handles are flush, and they are supposedly electrically slide out of the door. The doors sit flush. And the shut lines are really tight, and that's all there is to this beautifully minimal profile of this Range Rover Velar. No loose hinges for the door on this either. It is pretty tight. You have to really make an effort to open it. And the tail lamps are another great accomplishment. Just as the headlamps, the Velar written, the Range Rover written on the trims. This is really, really beautiful. And the emblem is laminated plastic, which is separate, as I have shown you before. The tailgate opens, and you have and you even have a gas strut to support it, and you have a very spacious boot, and that is pretty nice. And you have even the felt carpet in the boot. I don't know whether you can see here the felt carpet, and you have this, the support. the flap here, the boot flap, and all those things are pretty decently captured. And you even have a separate piece for the rear window wiper. Yeah. Now let's dive into the passenger side of the cockpit. You can open the door just like this. It's pretty tough to open. Yeah, and it opens pretty wide. That's a good thing. And you have this impressive interior with a liberal amount of trims all over the place, cockpit, especially on the AC vents. And if you can see that the steering wheel, you can see there, it's pretty good. The brake pedal and the dual LED display. Of course, you can't see the brake pedals here, but sorry. The dual LED displays are magnificent. The dial, sorry. So the dials and the everything is precisely replicated by LCD, and all the details are pretty decent. And even the roof paneling and the details in the roof paneling, I don't know whether you can really see it, but they are captured, amazingly. The top, now just open the driver side of the cockpit, and just, yeah, you can see, you can have a closer look at the steering wheel and the rearview mirror, inside rearview mirror, and the brake pedals and the Range Rover written on the door sill. These are all really nice features, and the door paneling itself is really detailed with all the trimming and the buttons. Everything is replicated pretty neatly by LCD, and the sounds, the speakers, and the material is looking really premium. And you can even open the backside door, and the details over there, if you can see, and the sunroof, and you can open all the doors in this 1:18 model, which I really cherish. Okay, this is really nice. You have a very spacious back, passenger compartment behind the cockpit, if you can see, and all the details. And now to the engine bay. Sorry about that. Okay, just now to the engine bay. Have a fabulously sophisticated engine bay, and LCD has managed to capture every detail of the real one with style. It even has the gas lift strut, and like its platform is the Range Rover Velar uses Jaguar Land Rover's Ingenium. I don't know whether I have pronounced this correctly. A line of 4-cylinder diesel and petrol engine, in addition to the JLR 6-cylinder engines. Sorry, all 4-cylinder engines are paired with ZF 8 horsepower 45 8-speed automatic transmission, while all 6-cylinder engines made with ZF 8 horsepower 70 8-speed automatic transmission. The LCD has managed to replicate engine details in a breathtaking manner too. You just have a look at it, and you have this paneling, the heat absorption paneling here on the lid, on the hood, under the hood. Sorry, and you have the chassis, and so you have a very detailed chassis here, and a working, and you have a very decent. This is basic. They could have just left it very plain, but LCD has managed to capture the chassis detail pretty decently, and it even has working suspension. Sorry, You have working suspension. Sorry about that. It's a very, this is the working suspension on the rear and the front. Let's close the fuel tank. Overall, the model has a lot of die casting mojo going to it from LCD. I sometimes think that I should have gone for a gray one instead of the red, even though red is stunning, and that's because I don't see many red Velars around, and sort of think that the red Velar does not really exist. But having said that, I really love this one. Really love this one. This is perfect. The color is so rich. Sorry about my video quality, but it is too big a car and too big a scale to be captured by a small, viewport. This is really good. So just have a look around, and this fabulous model by LCD. It's worth every penny that you spend upon it, and it's really crazily, replicated model. Look at that. This is perforated. Can you imagine? The grille is perforated, and all the doors can be open, and the shark fin, antenna, everything, and all the details are pretty decently captured by, or I would say even fabulously captured by LCD. And I am sure that LCD is going to really give a run for the money to Auto Art and Mini Champ and Kyosho with a fabulous price quality ratio. Now the auto art products, auto art models are pretty compromised on their quality, but the prices are just shooting up. So that's all there's to it. This fabulous model. Bye bye.